Okay, now let's talk a little bit about best practices and optimization for your Facebook ads. How to optimize your Facebook ads. So we've talked about images. We talked about the best ones. Different types you can use, things like that. So now, as I go through these different elements, I don't mean to be funny when you notice that all the slides are really similar, but the idea applies the same to everything. So I really want to drive in the concept, right? And I really want to help you understand how it applies to each different part of your Facebook ad. So for the images, for example, start with four. Don't go crazy, but to your to your eye, start with your favorite four images and test them out, right? Keeping everything else the same. Just having four different images and find a winner. Find a winner, and that winner is going to be your control. Okay, so that's the best you've done yet. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take that winner and you're going to try to beat it. So then you're going to put up a bunch of other ads, so three more. Again, you don't need to go crazy, but without changing anything else on the ad, don't change the audience, don't change the copy or anything else. Try to beat that one image, and if you can, that's your new winner, right? And that's how you're gonna cycle through to optimize your images. And again, remember all the different things we talked about in the images. Different things you can do by using bright colors, using borders, twisting the image so it's not perfectly squared up, since everything else on the computer is perfectly lined vertically and horizontally, and we live in this perfect grid world. Get off that beaten path and see if that image, twist things up and people click on it. So that's what we're going to do for your images. For your copy, again, same thing. Find your control, and so you found your control image, right? So you found your best image. So then start to focus on copy. So you've got that image, right? And don't change anything else. You're going to use that winning image, and then you're going to swap out the headlines and the copy. Use four different batches to give yourself a good start. So you've got your winning image, and you're gonna try four different headlines with body text. Swap those out and find which one is converting the best. Get that winner. If there's a clear winner, take that winner and write a few more and find a winner there. Right. So now you've got the winning image displaying the winning copy. Next thing you're going to do is audience, right? You've been playing with an audience, but now we're going to figure out if that audience actually is your best audience. So you've got your winning image, you got your winning copy. Um, Now start to tweak the audience. So you did your best, with the audience. You had the right, what you thought was the right demographic and the right gender and the right locations and the right interests, but try to switch it up. Try to think outside of the box. Maybe pit a Facebook ad that's running with Facebook's interests, like I showed you there a couple videos back, and pit that against a custom audience list that you've created using Social Lead Freak or whatever, or your email opt-in list that you've uploaded, and pit them against each other and see which audience is winning. Then that becomes your new control, and you keep that. Other ideas with the audiences branch out. So maybe you have maybe I have that Jane Austen post and I want to promote that and I'm promoting it to everything Jane Austen, but for all I know Jane Austen's overloaded, right? And so maybe I need to branch out and I should try interests that are maybe parallel. So maybe I hit an author like Charles Dickens. So um, thinking that he's from a similar time period and people who like classic literature like Jane Austen might also like classic literature like Charles Dickens. So then I hit with the Charles Dickens audience to see if that converts just as well. Worse or better, right? I keep the best one and I continue on. So do that with your audiences. Try some audiences that are thinking outside of the box, that aren't the obvious direct audiences, but instead are parallel audiences that would have a similar taste. Maybe you have a golf product and you're working on how to improve your golf swing is the product. Um, you can target the heck out of golf and golf swings and stuff like that, but maybe try an audience that targets men's apparel, like nice shoes, certain nice shoe brands that would be popular with golfers, or clothing brands that would be popular with golfers, or things like that. And all of a sudden, you're hitting the same target audience, but you're doing it from a different angle. It could get you cheaper ads, and it could get you a lot better performance. So don't be scared to branch out on the audiences. And then lastly, on the objectives, right? Facebook lets you target ads for a variety of objectives. Whether you want engagements on your post, whether you want clicks to a website, whether you want to actually look at the conversions on the website, whether you want likes to your page, all those different options right there. Try different objectives. So make a page post. So you've got your winning ad that has a winning image, has a winning copy, has a winning audience. Now just swap out the objective and see if you can increase performance, right? So you make a page post that's a direct link. The page post, if you click on it, is a direct link to your website. So pit that ad without changing anything else against an ad where you're actually telling Facebook, okay, this is my image, this is my copy, and the objective is a direct link, direct click to a website, right? Those are two different kinds of ads. One's a page post promotion, and one's a clicks to a website ad. So you run both of those ads and see which one's actually getting you cheaper clicks to your website. So pit those two objectives against each other. Another thing to look at in Facebook when you're looking at objectives is Facebook lets you choose whether you want to set the max bid price. So you want to set the CPM or the CPC, or you want Facebook to optimize the algorithm. Split test those. Run an ad with nothing different but toggling those two, and see which one's performing better for you for that ad, and then keep the winners. Once you go through this cycle, go back to the beginning and see if you can, now that you have winning copy, a winning audience, and a winning objective, see if you can beat that image that you've found as your control. See if you can beat that copy or that audience, and things like that. And this is how you do Facebook. You've got all the tools now. You know how to choose images. You know how to write the copy. You know how to create the audiences. You know which ads to select and why. So now it's time to just get out there and make it happen. So get out there and become Facebook traffic hackers, and let us know your successes. Thanks for listening.